Yeah, good morning. The power of a raven. I was standing outside the garbage bins on my oil rig, November 20th, 2025. This big raven came in and approached me. It was our raven that would always basically lived at the rig, fly around, and, feast on whatever he can. Raven came about 10 feet from me, just sat down or whatever, and then he started cawing at me. Looked me in the eyes. It's about 11:45 on the night shift. I was like, man, I don't even have any food on me right now. And he's still coming at me. So he probably remembered me because sometimes I can get careless with, maybe throwing a chicken wing out on the lease or something like that. But I digress. I'm sitting there. The raven's calling at me. And if you know anything about ravens, they're a powerful, majestic bird. And according to Aboriginals, First Nations, they represent the beginning and or the end. So we were doing nipple up, and we were rigging in the mouse hole pipe, which is 10 meters long, 12-inch diameter, and sked 80.4 inch wall thickness, so weighs about 1,300 pounds. And as it's at its apex coming up on the tugger, it was rigged up with a sling to the welded to the snap hook, blue snap hook on the tugger. Anyways, motorman's bringing it up. I'm off to the driller side on the bird bath floor, on the rig floor there. We had two, both sides of the bird bath, ODS and DS side, had full drill pipe stands, almost full. So there was enough room for, something to really happen if something went wrong. Anyways, I was off to the side, keeping my eye up on a pipe, and just as it's coming up to the V-door, it slipped out of the sling. The sling came right out of the blue snap hook. And so now it's coming right at me because it's not an engineered lift as far as elevators go. Elevators will keep it vertical, horizontal. But on a tugger winch line, well, there's room for it to go whatever way gravity wants to take it. And on this particular night, the mouse hole pipe was coming right at me, and I had literally a split second to make up my mind what I was going to do, where I was going to go, and how I was going to take it. So I looked up, I dove down, and I'm 6'4". The pipe come down about 4 foot, and that's when the V-door caught it. But it came down with all its force from 30 feet in the air and body slammed me as I was diving out of the way simultaneously. And I ended up getting 20 stitches up in the top of the head and back contusions all over the place. I was knocked out for about, I'd say, 10 or 15 seconds. When I came to, I wasn't sure if I could even move, but I said, pray to God, please help me. And I rose up, and I could barely walk. Like I had a shattered left shoulder blades and broken ribs. And it was the most horrific oil rig experience of my life. The motorman on the floor was absolutely livid with self-despair because of what he did. He ran away from me because I was grabbing a pipe wrench just to see if I could be, mechanical with my body movements. And so he thought I was coming at him with a pipe wrench, but I was just really picking it up to see if I could still function. And I staggered, blood streaming down my face, and crying out to Jesus to help me, Fast forward, I had broken ribs. The doctor had said that if it would have hit me another inch over towards my spine, I would have been shattered. But by the grace of God, I walked away. The end of the day is that no matter what task you're doing, especially if it's non-routine work, so non-routine work would be considered nipple up exercise because you do that at the start of the spud and at the end when you're pulling out, on going to a rig move. Those type of exercises, your JSA has to be reviewed. You can't just run and do the jobs because you think it's going to be helpful. to just get the job done. Well, plan the work, work the plan. And I can't stress that enough. But here I am today. I'm going to a shutdown and I'm very excited about it. But, I just want to encourage everyone to always think before they act, and then talk to somebody about it if you have someone working concurrently with you on a task. Because at the end of the day, it's about planning to get this job done properly without any fucking hiccups. Anyways, over and out.